Today, we are doing it in Giants B12.
大丈夫ですか死神そんなものの存在を認めろとでも言うのか
Hey guys, SeanB here. Today, we're back with more Triple Icaru. One day, if they get nerfed for real, which I don't think they will ever be, you're gonna blame it on me, right? I'm trying to use these guys in every single content possible, and today we are doing it in Giants B12. Recently, there's a clip on Reddit showcasing the Triple Icaru Triana in Giants B10, and it worked out just fine. With the immunity provided by Triana and the cleansing the damage, the doggo cleared GB10 just fine. But can this be done in GB12? That is the question. So let's just do a run without any help of any additional unit. I have a attack with damage attack Triana to do damage. Without Vert, it is really hard to just kill the wave without them moving, which means you're probably gonna get stunned, frozen, and that will disturb the cycle. This is problem number 2. The mid boss is very hard to kill quickly, and they will definitely get a turn. If you have immunity, it's gonna be good, but if you don't, you're gonna get frozen. And Triana doesn't have smart AI, which means she can choose to heal or choose to do damage. It depends on her mood. You can't do anything about it. So you might come out of this stage okay, or your turn cycling will be disturbed once again. In this particular one, same problem. If they get to move, there's a chance for you to get frozen and stunned, and the turn cycling, the never off cooldown team up of Triple Icaru doesn't work anymore. But you're gonna do okay, even if you don't get the perfect team up like how you use it with the Vert and Dragons. It's still gonna be okay. In the final boss stage, the boss revenge, unlike Dragon who doesn't revenge, which means you're gonna die somewhere somehow, and somehow the Triana always the target. And then there's defense break from the right tower, which means you're gonna lose the team up opportunity. And then you can't kill the boss with a Triana alone, so the boss will revenge do a lot of damage. When he do the AoE thing, you're gonna die. So if you don't care about the perfect team up, the most consistent time, because when you add another unit in, the team up cooldown will be messed up. And to me, that is okay. If you want to use this team, this unit right here, that small little Dryad, will allow you to do so much damage to the boss with dots. And as long as you can lower the boss HP to around, I would say 40%, the dots will take care of the rest. And with the Icaru and Triana, you're definitely gonna take one hit from the boss just fine. And with the dots, even the mid boss gonna fall quickly because the dots doesn't care about defense or whatever, right? So with this, you are doing it fairly quickly, I would say. And because you don't have crazy attack by reduction, they're gonna take a turn. So the mid boss gonna die to the dots, and the final boss is gonna die to the dots. But still, this doesn't solve the trash wave. You're not doing it really fast, so we're gonna move on to more team later on. But this is a pretty okay team, I would say. Is it faster or better than the traditional team? Not really, but it's doable, and you don't need a crazy Dryad to do it. You can definitely replace Triana with like Delphoy or Louise or whatever healer you have that buff immunity. It's gonna be okay. So look at Dryad. She is putting so much dots on the boss very easily, no problem. And if you build her tanky, if you 6-star her, there's a very low chance she will die to the boss. She also has her own attack by absorption and reduction, which means you're gonna have a lot of opportunity to land dots on the boss before the boss can actually take a turn. So right now, you reach maximum number of debuff. You only have to make sure you can do enough damage so that if the boss take a turn, he's gonna die. And the revenge will start to kill your team, which means you cannot reduce the boss attack bar forever. So as long as you do enough damage, when you take a turn, it's gonna be okay. So let's see here if we're gonna do enough damage to this guy. Yep, not bad, but 2-minute run is pretty trash. Here's the rune on Triana. I just want her to do damage, so attack with damage and attack, nothing crazy. If you want to win, you can add this unit in. No need for skill up because the most important thing will be the passive. And just make sure she doesn't die, have good accuracy, you're good to go. So in the boss stage, Orochi can do exactly what the Dryad did, which is to apply continuous damage. If he chooses to do skill 3, that process will be much quicker. So as you can see right here, my boy just want to do skill 1. And Orochi can do some real damage to the boss, so it's going to make the process much quicker as well. Look at Orochi, spamming skill 1 3 times in a row like he doesn't know anything else. A freaking Genin, bro. Look at that guy. So when he used skill 3, it's really fast. The boss takes a turn, he dies, very simple. And that's it. Can be done as well, but is this really good? I don't know, a minute 45 seconds, not the most amazing thing, and it is not 100%. During the time where I experimented with a different team, this team also failed once in a while. Another variation that might be a little bit better is Immensity with damage build. So speed, quick damage, and attack, because he can control the trash wave with AoE, and he can boost Icaru with a crit rate, you do more consistent damage, and he has okay AI. So the concept is the same. You're trying to put dots on the boss, and when he take a turn, you're done. And defense buff allow you to survive a little bit better. And right here, we need to put a little bit more dots. Unfortunately, defense buff and defense break doesn't cancel one another, because the defense buff will buff defense after your defense is broken by the defense break. So the ending defense is lower than not having buff or debuff, which means it sucks. That you cannot use Immensity defense buff to cancel out defense break. So that is kind of sad, but it's also doable. But is it really good? Not really. The only unit that can be used solo with Triple Icaru is this, because she control the enemy, she do good damage, she cannot die, and when she dies, she do even more damage in human form. So she does everything that a Vert supposed to do for Triple Icaru in Dragons, which is to not let enemy move and be the solo damage dealer. And she cover every single needs, but she doesn't have perfect AI. If she does, she will always spam skill 3, which is really amazing. But the skill 3 can also be resisted, so it's not really 100%. But so far, from what I've learned, this is the only unit that can solo clear with the Triple Icaru. Of course, you can run, I saw Luis, the Wind Paladin, to buff, but then that run takes like so long, so it's not really worth it. Savannah is the option, but it is not 100% safe. It's decently fast, but still it's not really safe, because Savannah doesn't have perfect AI. If she does that all the time, that'd be amazing, but she doesn't do that all the time. And sometimes she spams skill 1 and then you lose because the boss revenge with defense break will just destroy you. But hey, possible. Definitely not a free-to-play friendly team, but definitely a team. So to make this team 100%, I add in Orochi. He does a lot of damage, and he put dots to make sure that even if I derp, the boss is gonna die to the dots, and that is pretty good. The average time is around a minute 15. Best run time I've seen is a minute and 3. Definitely not better than the Lucian team, but to me, I'm having a lot of fun looking at this. Is this better than Lucian and Kroll? Not really. They're actually worse than Lucian and Kroll, but it's doable, and I'm loving it. And it's okay for you to not have perfect team up. It's okay for you to die, because the boss is not exactly hard to kill. The moment I have dots on him, Savannah can take care of the rest very easily. So right now if the boss move, he dies. Even if he take one turn, Savannah go into human form and can two-shot the boss very easily from that point on. Definitely not a bad team. I'm very much enjoying it. If I have the Fire Dragon Knight Leica, which is another cheat code for giants like Savannah, I'll definitely use him as well. If you don't have Savannah and you have Leica, you can use Leica and then a Bernard, a Triana, a Immensity, a Orochi, whatever you want. Because the moment you take your Leica to the boss stage, it's gonna be simple. You do some damage for Leica to handle the rest. but so far this is my best variation. It haven't failed since yesterday, the day before that. Since I've been trying out different team, this one hasn't failed a single time, and the clear time is not too shabby, a minute 10-15, which is perfect. Not fast, but Triple Icaru. So what's the point of this video? I hope that one of you guys out there will be smart enough, because I'm not very smart. I think I'm pretty dumb. One of you guys out there will be able to figure a Triple Icaru Giants B12 team better than this. And I hope you do, because I would love to show that to everybody else. But hey, that's my Giants B12 team. Hope you enjoy it. Probably not something for you, but something for the 1% that has Savannah. I don't know, maybe you liked it, maybe you don't. But if you did, smash like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!